I just wanted to say how grateful I am for the position that I'm in, and I am not in a position where I've made it or anything like I've said before, but I'm in a position to basically have so much freedom, and it really hit me yesterday. So I woke up just being like, you know what, yeah, I'm really grateful to be in this position. And one thing I will tell you guys, if you start your day with being grateful, like what I've done today, I have a journal that says all this stuff, right? But I start the day and it says, you know, what are you grateful for? But if you don't have a guided journal, I highly recommend that you get a journal that you just write, you know, what am I grateful for? And just write 3 things. And it can genuinely be anything. It could be the weather, the fact that you can read and write, shelter, water, etc. Right? It literally can be anything. It can be family members, friends, items, whatever. And so I take it back and say, I'm so grateful to be in a position where I've got a job that I work online, and I basically work 1 hour to 2 hours a day for 6 days a week, get enough to pay my bills, and then work on my dreams the rest of the day. I get to go to the gym, like work on this community and my content, and then anything else I want to work on. I am in the position that I wanted to be in 2 years ago, or maybe a year ago. It's almost like I'm living my dream right now. I'm just not at the top of the mountain, but I'm on the climb, and it's so exciting. Oh, so grateful to just be in this position. I won't waffle any longer, but yeah, sit back, enjoy the ride. I have to keep it real with you. A lot of people say that the come up is boring, and for me, it's actually so exciting. I am so excited to just put in the work every single day. It's not always gonna be like that, don't get me wrong. I'm on this kind of high rise at the minute. That doesn't mean that me showing what I do day to day is gonna be fun and exciting. For someone watching this, it might just be like, bro, this is mundane and it's boring. Like, some of the things that I do are boring. Everything that I'm doing right now is so almost like enjoyable. That doesn't mean that my mood is always high and whatnot. I'm pushing through, and that's all thanks to God. That's all thanks to allowing myself to know that I have ADHD, and it's acceptable in my brain to go, look, I have ADHD. If you accept that you are who you are and you accept how your brain works rather than trying to fight against it, that's when I've found more growth. So rather than saying, you know, I've got ADHD, but I'm gonna be this like hustle culture guy, grinding 24/7, no resting, well, that doesn't work for me. I burn out. Does that mean I'm weak? Does that mean this, that, and the other? It just means that I'm wired differently. That is where I've found that I thrive. Cheers. Mayo chicken pasta. 50 grams of protein, I believe. The rest, I don't know. Really trying the last couple of weeks to not watch YouTube, TV, whatever, when I eat at breakfast and lunch. Dinner, not so much, but I think I should still be careful how much TV and stuff I watch. Not that I watch a lot, but I find that by just eating and not listening to anything or watching anything, I feel so free. And that sounds weird, but I just mean my brain is so foggy today, so I apologize. But it just allows me to not be so overwhelmed all the time. If I'm always watching stuff and consuming stuff, my brain doesn't have time to process all the information that I'm getting. What I try and do is I try and read non-fiction after I've eaten at breakfast. Not so much lunchtime, even though it's lunchtime right now, but that just gives me that little habit that I can do, smash in the morning and then done sort of thing. Something that came up in conversation with a friend of mine is, and something that I've just been like deeply thinking about, especially on my walks when I'm just, you know, not listening to music or just deep in my thoughts pretty much, is the fact that yes, I enjoy what I do. Like, I enjoy the grind, don't get me wrong, and I love what I do. You know, I'm making content and I'm in a job that like allows me to work wherever I want, which is like, it's a dream come true. Yeah, okay, I'm not making, you know, the thousands and whatnot that I want. I'm making enough to get by and whatnot. So I'm like almost halfway there, shall we say, or at least like a quarter of the way. I know that I'm making progress on my goals and whatnot. I'm basically living my dream that I wanted to live when I was, I would say, now that I'm 20, I'd probably say like when I was 18 years old or so. Is he gonna let me go? No? Okay. All right then. And it's a she. But what I wanted to say before I get crashed is the fact that I don't enjoy life. I enjoy what I do, I don't enjoy life. And that sounds depressing, right? Like, you can have quote unquote the dream life, like you're working on your dreams and whatnot, but I just don't enjoy life. And what I mean by that is I don't do enjoyable things, and because of my hustle culture mindset, my idea of it is the fact that because I'm working on my dreams, that means that I should be enjoying life. But as soon as work finishes, I just sit on the sofa and watch TV. That's legit as enjoyable as it gets, and that's not that enjoyable. It's just brain numbing is the best way to describe it. Like, kind of brain rot, even though it's scrolling is brain rot and watching TV isn't exactly brain rot, but that's just how I feel, man. And I don't play basketball. I really want to, you know, get back into playing basketball. Not that I'm any good. I literally just hoop on my own. Like, I don't know the rules or anything. I just like scoring. That's legit it. I want to, you know, read more, like non-fiction. You know, but after dinner, I just kind of read for like half an hour, an hour. And yeah, just kind of not be on the screen so much. I don't know. That's just my thoughts, man. Just not enjoying life, just kind of going with the flow at the minute. But we'll see how it goes. Like, it's weird, man. It really is weird. On just the fact that like I'm living the dream that I want, and yet I'm still not enjoying life. But it's the after work hours that's the problem. It's not during work. No, I love what I do. Doesn't mean that I'm gonna enjoy it every single day, but if I'm not enjoying life, then it's pointless on what I'm doing. I don't know. Anyways, let's hit the gym and go from there. So I'll see you boys in a bit. See you guys in a bit. Kind of like it, you know. Originally I was like, ooh, I don't know. Just spoke to Marge and she confirmed that it looks good, so I'm happy. It just breaks it up. It's cool, it's abstract, it's what I wanted, and I'm hoping to bring the rest of the room with that kind of cool, weird vibe that I'm seeing a lot on like Pinterest and stuff. I'll show you.
Struggling for money, you're on a shoestring between not worrying and worrying about money.
Yeah.
And subconsciously, that is always going to be there.
The other thing I wanted to bring up was being honest about a situation. So I made a video, and also I think it's probably in my vlog as well, that I said I'm on low money, low followers, and we're just grinding. I'm on low income, okay? And I chose that. I can make more money by going into the 9 to 5. However, I don't like trading my time for money. And right now this job suits me. I make enough to get by, but I can't sit here and say I'm on low money because I do have savings. That's why I have enough money to invest in a mentor. It's probably one of the best decisions I've ever made. I was very reluctant at the start because there's so many fake courses and fake people out there that will just want to take your money. But I felt something good about him, the way he described it. He used mind maps and visual stuff that I connect with rather than just like text boxes that it just clicked. It just made sense to me, right? That's the only way to put it. He's also looking into faith as well. Like I saw before I was speaking to him about joining him, he actually landed in my DMs in Creatopia. So I work in Creatopia, which is like a content school community. And it was a 50-50 chance that he would land in my DMs, right? If we just look at it like that, because there's another person that works in Creatopia doing the same job as me, and we switch the DMs every 3 days or something. So he could have landed in someone else's DMs, but he landed in my DMs. We got speaking, and he was basically just saying, oh yeah, I'm a mindset coach. I've got my own community, da da da. And I was like, oh cool, I might actually need to use you. He said he's got ADHD traits. So I was like, I'm already looking for a mentor, and it just made sense, right? We hopped on a call. I was reluctant, and then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go for it. What's the worst that can happen? So I've not actually regretted it at this moment. So that's amazing. I'm just really annoyed that I don't have the time to edit these vlogs. I would love to pay an editor to do this for me, but I don't have the money for it. So it's like, I'm going to have to invest the time rather than the money because I don't have the money to invest. I love the idea of buying back your time and delegating. I'm not in a position to do that. And that's where the idea of like your time wallet and your money wallet comes in. I remember someone saying that, and the way they described it, just putting my mindset together, right? There tends to be two scenarios. You either have loads of money and less time, or loads of time and low money. Right now, I basically have loads of time and less money. So I have to invest more of my time than my money. But if I get to a place where I'm, let's say, rich, or I don't know, I make a good amount of money, 5 to 10K a month, let's say, I'm then gonna probably look more like this or even like that, where my time is low and my money is high. That way, we have to spend more money to delegate things to save us time so that we can maybe balance out or even go like that somehow. I don't know. That's the idea that I have. I'm gonna go chill because it's Saturday. Rest of the evening. I've done my work in the morning. I'm just trying to rest, right? I did this. I built this. Like, how cool is this? I built the lens today. I built this like ages ago and forgot about it. And I was like, you know what? I need to rest more. Rest is productive. I cannot tell you enough. So I have to protect my rest. So I've gone, right, okay. I'm resting on the weekend. Okay, half of my day on Saturday is going to be work, and the other half bit of chill.